What's up, you guys? Ross Sapp, managing editor, FightfulMMA.com. Decided to do this in a little bit of a different fashion. We're tinkering around, seeing what works. But we had the Fightful MMA podcast Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. But a lot of news has dropped since then. I mentioned the announcement that TJ Dillashaw had relinquished his title, but also pretty big news in that Kevin Lee is moving up to welterweight after a bit of a rough patch at lightweight. He'd been pushing really, really hard for a 165-pound division. It's not happening anytime soon. I don't know why, but he is moving up to welterweight to face a former lightweight in Rafael Dos Anjos at UFC Rochester in just under 2 months, May 18th. It's at the Blue Cross Arena. They're going to be headlining. My thoughts on this are it's about time for Kevin Lee. He was a top-of-the-line lightweight when he could make lightweight, sometimes even when he didn't make lightweight. But when you are competing at that weight division and you're resisting moving up and all that, but you're not winning fights, man, that's a tough one. When you are a liability to the UFC and you don't know if you're going to make weight, you don't know if you're going to show up and how you're going to perform on fight night, man, his stock has just tumbled. And I do think there should be a 165-pound division. But in the meantime, Kevin Lee taking this fight against a guy who used to be a lightweight, smart move. In a main event, headline, premium spot, smart move. Does Kevin Lee deserve that spot right now? That's hard for me to say. He didn't come to perform in his last bout at all. He didn't pull the trigger. He was not there for it. He was not ready for it. He lost to then interim champion Tony Ferguson at UFC 216 and just hasn't been consistent. And hopefully him not zapping his body of additional water and CSF fluid hopefully keeps him on the right track as far as performance goes. And him getting to face Rafael Dos Anjos, well, that's big. Why is that big? Because Dana White puts a lot of stock into people that can beat Rafael Dos Anjos. We've seen that with Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman's performance to the layman, which is everybody but Dana White, may look like, well, wow, he won a fight against a guy who was a former champion. But Dana White fell in love with Kamaru Usman after that, to the point to where he scheduled a fight with Tyron Woodley. Usman won the title. You're off to the races with Kamaru Usman. If Kevin Lee beats Rafael Dos Anjos, Dana White's going to think a lot of him, and you're going to have him in the mix. Kevin Lee will immediately be in the Robbie Lawler, Ben Askren, Leon Edwards, Masvidal, Woodley, Usman, Covington mix, a really, really crowded mix already that will see Kevin Lee join it as well. I am ecstatic about this news. I think that Kevin Lee has a lot of potential. I do think that potential is best fulfilled at 165, but hey, what's wrong with 170 right now? I'm down for it. I want to know what you think. Leave your comment below. Let us know what you think. Leave a thumbs up. Fightful. Subscribe.